Chapter 76. Royal Relatives. It took Lan Bingchen a long time to react, and he never expected that Nie Tian would reject him so simply. Nie Tian's reaction made Lan Bingchen a little embarrassed. He glanced at Jin Mingxin, obviously asking for help. Jin Mingxin deliberately avoided Lan Bingchen's eyes. At this time, he didn't want to interfere with Nie Tian's decision, and he felt that he couldn't interfere either. Nie Tian was not the kind of person to change his decision easily. His Royal Highness, get up. I won't accept you as a disciple. Nie Tian said lightly. Isn't even a registered disciple? Lan Bingchen looked up at Nie Tian with an extremely disappointed expression. This is the first time he has suffered such a big blow when he grows up. Nie Tian said, if you want to be my disciple, then prove to me your talent. How to prove it? Lan Bing stood up suddenly, regaining her energy. Everyone has the spirit of not admitting defeat. If you say I can't do it, I will do it for you. Lan Bingchen was in this mood right now. Nie Tian couldn't help smiling, thought for a while, and said, have you ever refined Tong Mai Pill? Yes. Lan Bingchen nodded and said, Tong Mai Pill, a second-order panacea, can help warriors dredge the body's tiny meridians and improve their physique. Very good. Nie Tian smiled slightly and said, now I will tell you another formula for refining the Tong Mai Pill. If you refine the Tong Mai Pill within a month, I will accept you as a registered disciple. Are there any other prescriptions for Tong Mai Pill? Lan Bingchen was stunned for a moment. Of course. Nie Tian smiled lightly and said, Purple Lucidum, Celestial Lotus, Clover, Golden Bud, and Second Order would attribute magic core. This is the elixir formula. You can determine the proportion of various medicinal materials and the refining order yourself. Is that okay? No problem. Lan Bingchen nodded confidently. What Nie Tian said was a very simple alchemy recipe, but it tested the alchemist's patience. The ratio of various medicinal materials and the order of delivery had to go through countless trials before they could be verified. Okay, then I wish you good luck. Nie Tian smiled lightly. He only gave Lan Bingchen a month. Mr. Nie, I'm taking my leave. Lan Bingchen failed in his apprenticeship and said, bowing, not wanting to stay too long. Nie Tian nodded slightly, and Jin Mingxin hurriedly said, send off to His Highness the Crown Prince. No need. Lan Bingchen looked a little disappointed, nodded, and turned to leave. The guards waiting at the door left with Lan Bingchen. It wasn't until Lan Bingchen's figure completely disappeared that Jin Mingxin let out a long breath of foul air. The three returned to the lobby and sat down. Father, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince has never had any contact with our family. Why did he appear suddenly this time? Could it be that he came here especially to apprentice? Jin Debao couldn't hold his breath and asked. Jin Mingxin took a sip of tea, turned his gaze to Nie Tian, and said, Lan Bingchen came to the Golden Mansion this time, indeed because of Mr. Nie. It's a special apprenticeship. Jin Debao groaned strangely, and said, I thought he came here for a bet. The bet between Jin Debao and Qin Yuhu spread throughout the entire Blue Cloud City in less than a day, and almost everyone knew about it. Nie Tian shook his head and said, Lan Bingchen's apprenticeship must have a different meaning. Jin Mingxin asked, Mr. Nie, what do you think His Highness the Crown Prince means? Nie Tian raised his head, thought for a while, and said, if my guess is correct, Lan Bingchen probably hopes that I can defeat Prince Bing Yi and get the newcomer king. No way! Jin Debao yelled, the Crown Prince and Prince Bing Yi are brothers. Doesn't he want his younger brother to win? Jin Mingxin took a sip of tea, smiled slightly, and said, Debao, you are still too naive to think about things. The Crown Prince and Prince Bing Yi are indeed brothers, and they are both members of the royal family. However, if there is a conflict of interest between two people, and the interest is large enough, the brotherhood will not be so important. The two of them are members of the royal family. What conflict of interest could there be? Jin Debao still didn't understand. Nye Tian understood a lot and said, Mr. Jin means that Prince Bingyi is a threat to the Crown Prince's throne, and the Crown Prince does not want Prince Bingyi to become too famous. Is that so? Jin Mingxin nodded heavily and sighed. The family affection of the Emperor's family is the weakest. Especially among brothers, each wants to compete for the throne. If Prince Bingyi is a mediocre person, then he is the prince's good brother, but if he is a genius who also happens to be ambitious, then he is the Crown Prince's greatest enemy. I know, Prince Bingyi also wants to fight for the throne. His Royal Highness is afraid that his reputation will be too high and threaten his position as the Crown Prince, so he wants to use the hand of the boss to suppress Prince Bingyi's limelight. No matter how stupid Jean de Bao is, this time it's time to understand. Earlier, Lan Bingyi had said a joke about Junsu, and his ambition had already been exposed at that time. Jin Mingxin smiled slightly, reassuring him that his son was not too stupid. Mr. Jin, do you think this rookie king should fight or not? Nye Tian asked with a faint smile. Jin Mingxin also smiled and said, the bet between de Bao and Qin Yuwu looks like a joke between children on the surface, but if you look deeper, it is a contest between the Jin family and the Qin family. If you continue to look deeper, it is a throne competition between the Crown Prince and the Bingyi Prince. Speaking of this, Jin Mingxin sighed softly and continued, whether it is the Jin family or Mr. Nye, we are all unintentionally involved in this battle for the throne. It is impossible to quit now. I only hope that you're not on the wrong team, are you? Father, which team are we on? Jin de Bao asked excitedly. Jin Mingxin smiled wryly and said, you have already bet with Qin Yuwu. Do we have any other choice? We can only support the prince. Father, you want the boss to fight for the rookie king? Jin de Bao chuckled. He was really afraid that Jin Mingxin would stop Nye Tian from fighting for the rookie king. Struggle. Jin Mingxin stood up suddenly and said, my Jin family's Yupingju cannot be handed over to the Qin family. Nye Tian nodded and smiled faintly. Unintentionally getting involved in the prince's battle for the throne was not what Nye Tian wanted. But since he is already in it, he is not afraid. Nye Tian, this rock, has the power to change the direction of the river. Jin Mingxin suddenly glanced at Nye Tian and said, actually, His Royal Highness wants to worship Mr. Nye as his teacher, and there is another deep meaning behind it. What's the meaning? Nye Tian asked. Jin Ming nodded heavily and said, the reason why the prince wants to worship Mr. Nye as his teacher is to win over the Alchemist Guild. Win the Alchemist Guild? Nye Tian was slightly taken aback. Yes. Jin Mingxin nodded and said, Mr. Nye is already the teacher of Master Zhang Yifeng. Zhang Yifeng has a high status in the Alchemy Masters Guild. The next president of the Alchemy Masters Guild will most likely be Master Zhang Yifeng. Prince, if His Highness worships Mr. Nye as a teacher, not only will he get the support of Mr. Nye, but he will also become a senior brother with Grandmaster Zhang Yifeng, so he will naturally get the support of the Alchemy Masters Guild. I have to say that His Royal Highness made a very good move in this move, but it's a pity that Mr. Nye is even more powerful, so he didn't take him seriously at all. Jin Mingxin couldn't help smiling wryly when he said this, even though he never thought that Nye Tian would reject Lan Bingxin's apprenticeship.